Hi. Well, I just want to give you an update on what's going on with my garden planting. You saw this in the video, let's plant our spring gardens. And I pretty much planted in all the east side spaces in my garden here. I got some sugar magnolia peas here, some sea of red lettuce. I added Spanish black carrots in this one, and a couple of little gem lettuce. There was already some chamomile that reseeded, some broccoli that's still growing, and one Italian garlic bulb. Lavender and I planted a ton of radishes, and here it's radishes all day, all the time in this one. And here there's a mix of celery that overwintered. There's also celery over here that overwintered. And music garlic that's set to come out in June. But I did plant romaine lettuce and evergreen bunching onion. It's like a long spring onion. And I planted broccoli. Those were planted yesterday. Today I'm going to tackle some of these beds here that have a little bit in it. So I know that there is some music garlic here. So I'm going to use the same pen. I think there's about 3 here. They're doing really well in this area, 3 or 4. So that's music garlic. I did plant a pretty mature tomato here, and I put a trellis here. I'll see what happens with that trellising. Put a trellis there. And I think I put a DeLuca tomato right here. That was yesterday. The 13th. Here was empty bed, and it basically, after I took out some, I don't think there was anything in it actually, I don't remember, but it was just laying kind of dormant for a while, and it's ready to go. I amended the bed with a little bit of bunny fertilizer and some earthworm castings and a little bit of added garden bed soil. Your soil in a raised bed, just like anywhere, it's going to get compacted as the season goes down. As you water it, the soil just kind of naturally compacts. So I didn't turn over anything, I just layered it on top. And what I'm going to plant there are beets. So I've got a whole tray of beets. I don't know how many they are, but basically they're going to just pepper this entire bin. And I'm going to crowd them a little bit just to see what happens. I think they'll be fine. Saw a little video the other day. And they recommended that right on top of the compost, to just crowd them a little bit on top. It's great because then I can use the entire tray of beets rather than kind of piecemealing it, and it's going to be an easier planting job. So I've got some things in here already. I planned for this bin to have some broccoli in it, and they're not quite planted, but I'm going to do that today. This one I planted some sugar snap peas in, and they are this direction. So here's the trellis. Here's some Bloomsdale spinach that was there over the winter, or at least the early part. I think I planted that January. It's doing pretty well. But I planted, I think it was about 4 sugar magnolia peas right here. 4 or 6. I think it was maybe 6. Up against this trellis here, and that was yesterday. So it's great to keep up to date with your planting. I'm going to probably take a picture of this when I'm done. It's great that it's held up. I really like this whiteboard approach to my garden planning, because it is planning, but you're going to also change your mind. You're going to realize, oh, that sun exposure isn't going to be good for these, or oh, I'm going to pull these particular beets out in about 60 days and then I can replant something into it. So it takes a couple of back and forth, you know, passes through your garden to figure out how you're going to plant things. And don't worry about it. You'll make mistakes, or you'll think something over and say, oh, it would have been better to do this. But that's why gardening is so much fun. You're always learning. You're always getting happy accidents too. So, but this time I'm doing a little bit more planning. I like it. I feel confident about where I put things because I had a few weeks to think about it as they grew from seed. And yeah. So I just wanted to give you that update. I hope y'all doing well. Happy gardening this week. It's a great time. Bye.